Peace and love to all my beautiful people, all my subscribers, my supporters. I appreciate you guys. We're going to jump into this video, do something a little different. Today we're talking about drill music and drill rappers and just the effect of it on the culture. Some people say it's not about the music because they're talking about the things that they're living through, and others say that they doing these things like as far as like drill music and sliding on other people, and they're putting in the music that has a lot to do with people following behind it and wanting to do the same things. So we're gonna jump into this and see what's going on, different opinions, different conversations. And if you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. Also, before we go, if you want to support my brand, it's inspired by dreams.shop. You guys go check it out, man. I got a lot of new drops, and plus we have two new drops dropping very soon, so you guys look out for it and add something new to your closet. Let's get it.
Mickey made it. Mickey made what you made, Mickey?
Mickey made it.
Salute, Mickey. Grand rising to you.
Mickey made it. What's up, man? Salute.
Brothers and sisters.
Listen, I don't got kids, but this is my advice for anybody who do. Monitor what they watching, because a lot of these kids, y'all got them watching hours and hours and hours of this drill music. Not to throw shade on any drill rapper, but the message behind that video or what they got in the video, the message is nothing positive. So if kids is watching that hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, they beating it in their head. And the most thing they show in drill music videos is guns, drugs, all types of shit that kids don't need to be seeing. So if you got them watching that for hours and you not monitoring what they watching, when they leave the house, that stuff is still beating in their head, and they either trying to live it out or they doing certain things that they see in the video because there's no positive message behind it. The same way how the school make them read the same thing over and over and over again until they beat in their head. That's the same method with this drill music videos. You gotta monitor what these kids is watching, because it's the young kids that's doing the dumb stuff nowadays anyway. 13 all the way to 18. You gotta watch, monitor. You gotta watch what they watching.
And that's the scary, the crazy thing about it, because it's all fun and game. Two people don't like each other. Two people, even if you just want to fight, in our era, we like to fight. You know what I'm saying? But in this era, it's a whole different thing. Like they don't, with social media and all that shit, don't nobody want to fight. Don't nobody wanna get their ass whooped on camera or whatever, and now their reputation fucked up, so they'll just rather kill you. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about that is, like, in our era, when we were coming up, the nigga who you got in a fight with at the playground or something, 9, 10 years old, that nigga later on in life will end up being one of your best partners. And see, like, that's the shit that this era, they'll never know. Like, you killing nigga that you would have been cool with, that y'all probably would have been best friends later on in life. You know what I'm saying? That's how you test. That's the test. Okay, boy, I fought this nigga. This nigga ain't scared. So I know I can depend on that nigga later on in life when we into some shit with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that drill music is. It's taking out a whole segment. Because I give it to the youngsters, like, they got a warrior mentality. And that's the warrior class that our people need. But our people need for them to be on the same page and know what the fuck you might need to be a warrior for. Have a code that you living by, to where you ain't just kill the motherfucker who need to be killed. You know what I'm saying? Or unalive the motherfucker who need to be. Don't be out here unaliving just everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what drill music is taking away from us. Like, we got a whole working class, warrior class of our people that's being eliminated, and mostly young black men that's being eliminated, and that's what drill music is doing. And like what I noticed that rap music itself is reacting to drill music. It's doing a pivot. That's why if you notice, you seeing all of these, you seeing a lot of you seeing the rise of Southern Soul. Southern Soul is a direct response to drill music, because it's people like me for instance. I'm 47 years old. I signed my deal with So Def shit right out of high school at 18, 19. So it's like my whole life I've been around rap music, and now I'm older, I'm middle aged. But I still ain't just finna be riding around just listening to like old blues. You know what I'm saying? I love blues and soul music, but I'ma still listen to rap music. Now I just can't listen to all the yelling shit. I like melodic, you know what I'm saying? I like melody. So I'ma still listen to it. But I think that the trail ride music, the Southern Soul music, is a direct response to rap having to figure out some other place to go. Because there's motherfuckers that my age that still like listen to rap, that still like to gather and you know what I'm saying, gather in mass. You know what I'm saying? It's still people that like to party. Niggas just ain't trying to be out here running from no goddamn no straight gunshots. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's the direct result of drill music, is trail ride music, Southern Soul music, all of that shit, because they trying to figure out something else to do.
Growing to believe that certain rap genres that are really toxic to our community, like drill and gangster rap, are so prevalent and popular because it gives us a sense of power and control that we don't have in normal society. It gives us a way of feeling strong that we aren't able to kind of embody in a normal day-to-day. So for instance, bullying is very prevalent in the black community. So when people feel powerless and they can't really do anything about it, and they don't really have anybody to go to like give them support or like any kind of instruction on how to handle themselves, they simply put on those headphones and they can kind of envision or act out things that they wish they could do, but they can't do in reality. But it often pushes a lot of kids to actually start to engage in that behavior. And I think that the reason why it gets more and more popular, especially with the youth of today, is because of that lack of social support, meaning that people don't really have anybody to go to for their problems, and the lack of opportunity because of how expensive things are getting. Is getting more and more out of reach for a lot of people to actually put themselves into a position where they can live lives that they want to live. And it also gives them a sense of identity because of the hopelessness they feel and their lack of a future or perceived future of what they want. So being a bad kid is better than just being an average kid in their eyes. This is seen in other communities too, with like the punk rock scene or like heavy metal. It just gives people that sense of pride and joy, knowing that there's something in their world that they can really just control, even if that sense of control comes from deviant behavior. That freedom of expressing themselves might be the only freedom that they have in their entire lives. Y'all have a blessed day.
Like black men's enemy is a black man. Drill music and gangster rap. When they say, spinning the block on my op, blah, 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 to the top, whatever they're talking about, right? I don't know what they're saying, right? But what it is, they're talking about other black people.
Op could be a cop.
No.
Yes.
No, let's be realistic here.
First and foremost,
no. If they were ops, there'll be more. I don't condone this, right? I'm not saying this should happen, but there'll be more police civilian on police violence if that was the case, right? But most of the time, it's other dudes beefing with other dudes who are all black. It's black on black crime. That's what drill music is. Drill music is code lingo for black on black crime. It is. I seen CJ at the store. She just started walking. She just started talking. Then I smacked him in the head. Shoot him, he dead. His legs started twitching. That's what you get for snitching.
Anybody that come from real situations, real serious situations, life or death, is not for to promote no street nonsense, no street image, none of this, bro. And you got your few in between that's really like that and own that and from that and promote it. But the people that is running away from this lifestyle, that's moving out of town, that's doing anything with their life but getting into some nonsense, getting into some crash out behavior, bro. Them the folks that have been through some that have been in real bump outs, that have really almost lost their life, that have really had ops, that, you know what I'm saying, that really had close calls, you know? And when you see people that get promoted in social media and the media for flashing buttons, for flashing lasers, for flashing all type of whatever, right? Or promoting this image like we own that with our ops, that gotta be some type of construct that's fueling some type of somebody else's business, somebody else's pockets, because I don't see how that narrative is a good narrative, because the only thing that looks good on camera, bro. Behind that camera, bro, you just a dude in the middle of the street or a bunch of dudes in the middle of the street with a bunch of weapons, bro, talking about some random politics that don't got nothing that don't move the community and only destroy it detrimentally. So I just find that strange how like these hood vlogs get all this motion and attention and make it look cool, or the interviews and the podcast make all this lifestyle look like it's acceptable to even talk about, when all of it is not. It's not righteous. That's why I speak on it however I want to, because this whole thing is an illusion, bro. And people like, the streets ain't a myth. People are really going. Yeah, but y'all in a matrix, bro. And y'all feeding the system while other people, I ain't gonna get it too much because I don't want to say, you know. But yeah, though, man.
I'm getting to the point where I can't listen to drill music no more, G. This shit getting way too real. They out here really living their raps, bro, and we just bobbing our heads. Lil Tay got shot in the back seat, left his head by the back tire. Like, yeah, he just barked. It might have sounded good, but like, that really happened. You know what I'm saying? Lil Tay really probably dead, bro. Lil Tay family really probably grieving his death, and we just turning up. Bro, I'm so dead ass. Next time you listening to a drill song of like somebody who really in some shit, look at the lyrics. And like, see how many people you just dissed and you don't even know they ass, bro. How many people you just said, oh, we smoking him, and you don't even know him. Like, Chief Keef had the whole world smoking on Tuka. Tuka was a real person, G. And you got like, remember when Young and May got in trouble because she said that shit in the freestyle, everybody was on her ass? She didn't even, like, bro, that's the effects of that shit. Like, people don't be understanding what they saying. Bro, it's even fans that be so deep in that shit, they be sitting there really dissing they favorite rappers like Ops and shit, like they really involved in this shit, bro. I ain't one of them. I'm listening to the music for music. So if I hear you playing drill, bro, I'm gonna ask you to turn the shit off. I ain't bopping my head, nothing, bro. That shit getting too demonic for me.
Jadakiss said he thinks drill is the worst rap genre of all time. Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section. I mean, self-snitching, glorifying real murders, and a lack of substance. Yeah, it's safe to say all it did was assassinate more kids. Well, let me say this. Chicago drill, for sure. New York drill, post-pop smoke, and any other form of drill, yes. If we're talking, it's detriment to society. With that being said, it's indisputably the worst. I agree 1,000%, but I'm not gonna lie, it got some catchy anthems. Other than that, he not lying. They all glorify and praise wickedness. Can't forget evil and degeneracy. It's safe to say it's all demonic and of the devil. But how many of you feel like Jadakiss doesn't really understand drill music to say that? I mean, would you agree that drill is the worst rap genre of all time? Let me know in the comments.
All right, so I saw this and it said one rap style got to go. Atlanta trap, Chicago drill, West Coast gangster rap, and New York boom bap. One, New York boom bap, that is the mecca. That started all of this. Regardless if you like it or not, you got to respect it and give it its props for laying down the foundation for what we love. Now, for me, this wasn't hard at all. Chicago drill, easy choice. And like musically, I don't like it because I feel like it's very repetitive. It's very much the same from beats to flows to all that. But the main reason I feel like there is not, like, don't get me wrong, West Coast gangster rap was destructive, but I honestly don't think it was as destructive as
Chicago drill. Because they had y'all grooving the songs about unalive children. Kids that have passed on. Like there's a different level of disrespect when it comes to this. I'm talking about kids walking with their parents gone. They make a diss track Monday, gone by Wednesday. Everyone trying to be so real and this, that, and the third. You can't come to this block, that block. But y'all unaliving kids. It is kids. They will have y'all grooving and singing Who I Smoke. Have y'all actually looked up the names? Look up the names of who they saying in that song. I think the oldest one was 19. I want to say the youngest was maybe like 14, 15. Like, Chicago drill has got to be one of the most disrespectful things. It's like y'all would go to someone's gravesite and make a diss song about them. Perform it at their gravesite. Y'all don't think that's morbid? Y'all don't think that's crazy? Like I said, I'm not getting any of these off the hook. They all come with a certain level of negativity. West Coast gangster rap might be second for the destruction that it caused. Atlanta trap maybe because of what, substances. But these two definitely, cause West Coast, they be bout it. Like, they really do be bouting about to squabble up. For real. Especially them Chicanos out west. Yo, they really be bout it now. But I honestly think this is probably the most destructive form of rap music that has come out since the beginning of it.
Yo, why did I wake up to Chef G getting 5 years? Gangsta, I ain't even gonna lie, NY Drill is washed. Like, Water Bowl, it's given NY Drill should have never happened. But let me give you all the details of what happened. So basically, Chef G pleaded guilty to all his cases and 136 charges were dropped. But him taking that plea also meant that he had to take 5 years of probation and 5 years in prison. And the only reason why he took that deal was on some Bobby Smurder type beat. He was trying to give his mans a lesser sentence, so he ended up taking the plea. I mean, W mans at the end of the day, but it's like, dang, another rapper? I ain't even gonna say who's next to save drill at this point. M.59 is booked. The Creepers is booked. The Campers been mad quiet. You got a chance with K Gliz. Kyle Rich is another argument. Then you got the Didi Osamas, but let's be real, Didi Osama ain't saving us. There's an argument with Sugar Hill D-Dot, but it's nobody's really making noise in the New York drill scene for real. But if y'all want more news or more New York news, make sure to follow, comment, bookmark, share with your man, share with your grandmother if you want to. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video.
Stop letting your children listen to that bullshit ass rap music. It's the same music that's destroyed several generations. The last 30 years of black people have basically been destroyed. Almost 40 years now. All the music is rapping about killing each other, about the women sexually exploiting themselves. It's just trashy. You should stop having your daughters, your sons. If you want to make good quality citizens, or if you don't care, just let them keep listening to it. If you want your children to be in prison and go to jail and all that stuff like that, keep letting them listen to the rap music. But when something happens and you act like you don't know what was the influence on it, now you know. So if you guys want to have a whole nother set of black men being in jail for the next 20 years who are coming up, I'm telling y'all, man, stop listening to the music. No matter what age you are, we got to break this chain. They're casting spells on us literally through the music. Let's stop listening to this rap music. The music is not beneficial. It's not positive. It's completely breaking down and tearing down our community, tearing down the black man, and tearing down the black woman. It's tearing down the black family. You got to stop listening to.
Okay, let me put it to you like this. There's a lot of things. They got a lot of things that's going on when it comes down to drill music. But I think it's the production, dope. I really love the production, the beat, the loud bass. That is definitely something new brought to hip hop that can be still. You can still keep your hardcore without implementing your crimes and your criminal acts or whatever you got going on, beefs you going on in the street in your lyrics. You can keep the production still drill music and try to touch on different topics about your lifestyle, because a lot of rappers, it's not about, rap is not built off of sweet music. You know what I mean? You can still keep hardcore. It's made off of street music, but you can't implement yourself because people are using people's lyrics, and artists, they're being pulled in for RICOs and things like that with these. That's the only part of it that gets crazy. You know, as far as like the hardcore stuff, that's always been a thing in hip hop. But when you start actually, talking about the crimes you did and the people you shot, that's when people start putting things together, because it's not gonna be the cops, or they're not gonna be the first ones. They're gonna take a listen to it, but then you have these content creators that's really putting stories together and pulling it back up like a puzzle, and now you see the big picture, and now the cops' job is done, detectives' jobs are done, and they're ready to pull you in. So be careful of what you're doing. That's what people have a problem with. I don't think it's just the music of itself, because some of the music, the beats are really dope. It's just the lyrics that's on it, or that's the toxic part. So it's not erasing drill music. All it's saying is just touch it up a little bit, and you can still talk street talk and still talk about your experiences in the street without putting yourself and the crimes or whatever you had to go through to get to that point. And it's only going to lead to somebody getting arrested in the crew, and he's going to tell on him, and he's going to tell on him, and then everybody's going to get arrested. So you guys let me know what you think about this whole drill music. Is it affecting our black culture, or can we go around it and maybe touch the youth before they can get to this point? Until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, y'all know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right